Today, Mark and I are going to try to hike 50 miles in 20 hours. Okay, so let's go through what my plan is here. So first we have some sock liners and then some lightweight hiking socks. I have a couple of these liquid IV packets to add to the water. I'm still going to carry a ton of water, but I want to just be able to help as much as possible. We have some sunscreen, so I have some spray sunscreen outside, but then here is some lip balm, and then this one is a mineral sunscreen to put on my face and on my neck because I burn. I then have some snacks here that we are going to pack up into some little bags and stuff them in my pack. And then we're also going to be doing stops on the way, so I'm not concerned about big things because we're going to stay in town. So we'll be able to hit 7-Elevens and things like that. So I don't need to carry 5 gallons of water. I'm just going to carry like 3 liters, and then the rest I'll just resupply as we go. Okay, let's see what this is all about here. First of all, let's get this junk off the chair.
Yeah, look at your feet.
And I got to cut my toenails. What's wrong with me?
Nasty.
It's embarrassing. Excuse you. These are tall. Okay. Oh, we need the baby powder first. Duh.
I put baby powder on your feet, you weirdo.
So my feet aren't all dried out, or not dried out, so they're not all sweaty. That's what we're shooting for here, right?
Not blisters.
No blisters, no sweat. I seem to have gotten some dust on the floor and on my pants. That's good. Lightweight hiking socks. Throwing garbage everywhere.
What's up, blue?
Yep. I'm dusty forever now. Check. Done.
Hi, Pepperoni. You're not going with Daddy on this one, and you should be very happy since you apparently can't make it 3 miles. It's okay, baby boy. Give me. It's not a good spot for you.
Here we go. All right, the official time is 1548 hours for you military personnel people. 1548 hours, 3:48 p.m. We have 20 hours to make 50 miles. And unfortunately, 2 of those hours were eaten up by the BART system, just kind of sending us all over the place. So it took us easily a couple hours just to get to our start point. But, you know, now we're here. We're on our way. And I think we're going the right direction. So,
hopefully we're going the right direction. We'll find out soon.
I don't know. Google tells me.
Yeah, just showing this super fun steep hill that we got going on here. Oh my goodness. Don't worry. We've already made it 1.68 miles. So
we're basically there. I say
48 and a half to go. No problem. Piece of cake.
It's all downhill from here, all the way to Martinez.
All the way downhill. Rest of the way. Rest of the trip's down. Just 48 more miles. We've been fortunate so far, and it's been mostly in the shade, so even though it's afternoon where it's miserable and hot, it's actually not too bad. Hey look, there's a free REI hat right here.
Yay!
It's like brand new, except for not. So we're trying to figure out
at sunset.
how to get through this here nonsense. We actually could. Oh, there's a walking path right there.
That's better.
If you watched our last video, you'd know that you can get right through these.
Yeah. That's not the word.
I don't know if I'll ever see that turkey from here, but... Alright, we just hit hit 5 miles, and we're still walking on Miller Road. I am really hoping that we are not going up that. Okay, so it is a hill, but it's not as bad a hill as that. This is just that. So we could roll that.
Oh,
that's all right.
Can we roll?
It's a hill. It's not bad. We can do it.
Woo! Living strenuously. Yeah.
This makes Jessica's hill look like a weenie hill. Way longer. Only 90% more to go. That's practically nothing. 90%.
That might be close to something. That's kind of
yeah. Okay. Once is to turn right, are you kidding me? No, that's the straight part. Right is the up part.
Yeah, I think we're good.
No, that's not what we want to do. All right, we are taking a break on this big old burned out log. That's our plan.
All right, check it out, everybody. I was going to sit on that log there, and I kicked it a couple times, being like, hey, any snakes in there? Ha, ha, ha. And I was about to sit on it, and I saw this guy that I don't know if you can see in there. He's sticking his tongue out at you. Man, I wish I could clear some brush out of the way without making him mad. I don't think it's a rattler, because he ain't rattling. He is coiled up a bit. So he's right ahead of my finger, basically. In this area. But he's so well camouflaged, he's perfectly still. Thankfully, I don't think it's a rattler, because he ain't rattling. But he looks similar markings. And my foot, if he's right there on the camera, my foot was right there. And I looked down and I'm like, oh, yeah. And I've never been that close to a snake that I didn't know was there before. I don't think I have a snake phobia, but yeah, it freaked me out majorly. So anyway, I'm no longer going to rest in any of this, as tempting as that looks. I'm gonna leave that for the snakes. I'm gonna rest right here on the painful gravel with my gear, change my socks. We're gonna spray ourselves with spray stuff, cool down, and then get moving again. We gotta press on. We got a lot more ground to cover. So we just made it to the top of this hill. So we've gone like 5.5 miles, and we have found this gate. We're cut off.
Cut off at the pass.
It's not just one of those gates that's like, oh, you just open it like a cattle gate and walk through for hikers. It's like padlocked up.
Yep. Gate, barbed wire.
And it leads straight through to Moraga. In order for us to go back around, we have to march the, I don't know, 3-4 miles that it took to get us up here from the pass-through back to Redwood Road and march all the way through. Even then, we might have to even go further back. We could go through Vala Vista. So we gotta figure out a way to press on. Gotta do something.
Okay, so rather than illegally cross this gate, we have decided to walk all the way back. So I guess we'll be backtracking, but you know, at least no one on YouTube will yell at me for going past a gate.
We'll give them other reasons to yell at you.
Yeah, we'll come up with some other things. Another dead end. What we thought was a trail is actually a spillway. So I guess we're not walking down that. Fortunately, this trip is about going 50 miles, not about going to any particular place.
We can walk in circles.
So it still counts, so we're good. Okay. What are we doing?
I said we're just gonna stop and regain our bearings and figure out where we're going.
Mark is regaining his bearings.
And I gotta get my socks.
And changing his socks.
No. I hate you. Whoa, dude, Hi. How's it going? Trying not to die.
That's what we're doing, trying not to die. Okay, so we have now hiked back out of this place and we're back out onto the street. Pretty much where we started. I think we're a couple miles in from where we started, right? So,
well, from where we started to begin with, or from where we started?
Yeah, yeah. I mean the main thing was down this road, and then we took this trail that you just saw that was totally useless for us.
Yeah, that was frustrating.
And here we are. So we're gonna be
at the parking lot
back on the road.
Somebody will come and pick us up.
Yeah, there you go.
If it's a Flintstone car, does that count as me walking?
We have officially made it 10 miles. It's taken us 5 hours and 18 minutes. However,
Slower than 2
we
miles an
have
hour.
now officially made it farther than Jessica thought we would go.
Haha!
So we take that as a win.
The win. Please come save us. No, don't do that. We're
Just kidding, we're good.
And we don't have anywhere to go anyway other than onward, so.
There we go.
If we weren't good, we'd just have to die here, and we don't want to do that, so.
This doesn't seem like a good place to be roadkill.
Not really.
Okay, so we have been climbing this hill for 3 miles probably. And it has been uphill for 3 miles. I don't
This
know.
doesn't stop.
Yeah, it just doesn't quit going up. It's been just going up and up and up.
It'll tease us. It'll be like, hey, look, it's getting nice and level, and then it's not.
Yeah.
It's just like.
We'll get a flat spot, yeah, for like 5 seconds. And then it's like, nope, just kidding, new hill. So that's where we're at right now. Gone about 12 miles so far. Something like that. And it's fun. It's good times. So Mark ran out of water, and this
Because I drank it.
He did drink it. Yeah, all 5.5 liters. So this guy and this girl stop in this car that's just beat to death, and they pull over and they go, do you guys need anything? And Mark's like, hey, if you have any water, it's like, oh, let me go check in my car. So the guy comes back and he's like, yeah, I'm not very healthy, so, but I had this much water. It's my bong water. So
No, it's water he uses for his bong.
no, he literally said bong water. So anyways, this guy goes, this is my bong water, and then he gives him two of these.
Okay, you told me it was water he used for his bong.
Yeah, but
It's not the same as bong water.
This is, well, okay.
Bong water is the leftover, like, that they.
I don't think it was out of his bong. I think it was water that he uses for his bong.
I just want to make sure that my wife doesn't see this episode and be like, you drank bong water.
Okay. I'm pretty sure it's not from the bong, but it's the rest of the water from the bottle that he used in his bong. So, anyways, like half a bottle of water. And 2 Arizona teas that were like the little juice boxes that are just all sugar. So, that's super helpful.
very good.
But,
It actually is super helpful for this situation
yeah,
because I just needed.
sugary Arizona tea is better than nothing.
Right.
There you go.
About 7 miles out from Moraga, and we're thinking we're gonna make it to Moraga and resupply and figure out what our next steps need to be because there's a lot against us. We'll see what we can do, but we're hoping to at least reach 20 miles and then who knows.
There we go. That's what we got. Okay, so at this point, we've gone a little over 14 miles. We've been going for 7 hours and 40 minutes. We're about 4 miles outside of Moraga, so our plan is to at least get 20 miles. And then I guess we'll
That way
see.
my wife is not right.
Yeah, I mean,
Priorities.
we have some wives to prove wrong, mostly. So that's pretty much why we're still walking. Because, you know,
Our rage sends us home.
that's what it is.
You gonna do it with me, or are you gonna see if it kills me first?
Oh, I'm gonna just watch you do it. I'm not that thirsty.
Worst part is it's gonna take a while for me to get it because you gotta drink it through a whole bunch of layers of filtration, which is good, but it takes a little bit. My food's waterproof.
Now's probably not a good time to find out.
I mean, you could be argued that now's the best time to find out.
I think you straddle the water and you lean over.
That's the problem, trying to figure out what works.
There's the cavalry.
What do you want? You lost? Who comes out here at 1:30 in the morning?
Okay, so we made it 16.75 miles, which is not quite 50, but it was still a really long ways.
Really long ways. And then he called his wife to come.
I would
pick him
never
up.
do that.
He did. He lost his man card tonight.
That's me.
You know what? I kind of turned mine in too because when the van shows up, it's like, what are you gonna do? Like, just be like, no. I mean, I guess I could, but I heard
You could have thrown your bag in the van and kept walking.
Yeah. But that was a whole new factor,
Yep.
carrying this thing with it too. I don't know. I guess it means you know, it's a good test of endurance, and you know, we passed some test, even if it wasn't the test we laid out. It was rough. It was fun.
That's
good
great.
bonding with you.
Let's never do it again.
Never again. You know, maybe when we're in better condition, but yeah, I need more training time for that.
Yep.
I'm glad to be home. So, thanks for joining us on this journey, and remember, I'm not awkward.